Meanwhile, the debate has now shifted to questioning the feasibility of these loan waivers, deeming it a rather impractical solution. Yogendra Yadav of National President Swaraj India said that these loan waivers cannot become permanent. He further added that the BJP has fulfilled its poll promise, and even as BJP Sudhanshu Trivedi hailed his party's decision in pulling off a relief like this, which will alleviate farmers' problems. Take a listen.
The Indian Statistical Institute in 2013 said there was a deterioration in the repayment of loans after the loan waiver of 2008. So there was no sign that it relieves the plight of the farmer. Do you believe loan waivers are the right way forward?
Rasti, in the long run, loan waiver is probably not the best way. This cannot become a permanent policy that you do every second or third year. But the fact remains that this is the desperate need of the farmer right now in the country. BJP had promised, this was their manifesto promise, and they had this big victory. And if they had not fulfilled this, then I must have been one of the first persons to criticize them for that. So today I cannot come on your show and criticize them for having done it. I would say it's a small first step in the right direction. Yes, this would lead to similar demands in other states, but yes, it's desperately needed. Congress has promised it in Punjab. They have not fulfilled it yet. They should do it.
Will loan waivers only delay that process? Is that a soft political option that has been taken, or is it frankly the only option left with our political parties given the scale of agrarian distress in the country?
It's almost like, you know, you sort of break a farmer's legs, and then afterwards then you give him crutches and you say that I'll give you 50% subsidy on that. Crop loan waiver can only be, I mean, it can only be an exceptional kind of a thing, you know, maybe once in 10 years or whatever, you know. But we need an increase in incomes. So the first thing what you have to do is see, like you have things like you know, minimum export price for potatoes, then you ban export of onions, and then you have stock holding limits. So it's almost like, you know, you sort of break a farmer's legs, and then afterwards then you give him crutches and you say that I'll give you 50% subsidy on that.
When the Congress did it under Manmohan Singh, you described it as political populism. Now today, would you concede that it is an inevitability in India that given the scale of agrarian distress, from time to time in certain fiscals, you have to give farm loans?
Rajdeep, in the first page of our election manifesto, we have mentioned that when we will come into power, we will give a relief to the marginal and small farmers, which our government in the first cabinet meeting has given, which will affect 92.5% of the farmers in India. But whatever you have said, first I will hail our government, its effort and its commitment and resolve to do this job. But I also acknowledge that this loan waiver is not a panacea. It is like a painkiller. When a person is suffering from acute pain, then you have to go for the proper treatment. As far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, since last 10 to 15 years, they were having wrong policies on agriculture. That's why with such a fertile land of Ganga and Jamuna, they are having just a 2.5 to 2.9% of the agriculture growth rate. Now they need a consistent policy.